You really should let us pick our own president. It's amazing, a couple guys that met at ECAC-SIDA Boston in 1996. One a Yankee fan, one a Sox fan. One the tallest guy in the room, one the shortest. Could become such good friends. We've had some good times together, and Sully, thank you very much. Distinguished guests, board members, fellow SIDs, family, and most of all, friends. I know the best speeches aren't long ones, so don't worry, I'll be short. And I apologize for not bringing a laptop, I just brought the piece of paper. I'd first like to congratulate the other esteemed award recipients and tell you how honored I am to be sharing the podium with them this evening. My first experience with college sports information was as a student assistant at the University of New Hampshire in 1991, working under the terrific trio of Bill Knight, Mike Bruckner, and Brooke Merrill. The first three visiting SIDs I met as a student were Howie Davis at UMass, Jack Renauld at Northeastern, and Ed Carpenter at Boston University. I've been able to maintain a friendship and a special connection with Howie, Jack, and Ed, three giants of our profession, for all these years, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be on the same stage with Jack and Ed tonight, and I congratulate you on your legendary careers. I couldn't be more honored to congratulate and share this year's Marsh Award with my friend Bob Beretta. He was a mentor to me during my tenure on the board, and I was also one of the titans of this organization and this profession, and I am truly honored to forever have my name below yours on the list of Marsh Award recipients. I'd like to thank the members of the board for this prestigious honor, as well as their support during my term on the board. Especially, of course, Roger, around whom this organization revolves, and others like Jay Waldman and Jeff Hazard. This organization doesn't function without people like that, so thank you. It's both ironic and appropriate that if I was fortunate enough to ever receive the Marsh Award, it would be right here on Cape Cod. The first ECAC-SIDA workshop I ever attended was in 1983, right here on Cape Cod, right up the street at the Falmouth Holiday Inn, where I got this awesome hat. The Patriots were a major sponsor, and team owner Billy Sullivan was the keynote speaker. We had a terrific reception at the Falmouth Yacht Club, and Jack Renould's former assistant at Northeastern, Bill Doherty, tore an oar off the wall to use it for his air guitar show. I'm guessing that's why we don't have receptions at the Falmouth Yacht Club. The Marsh Award that year was presented to my mentor at UNH, Bill Knight. I interviewed for an internship at the University of Connecticut that week. I got offered the job a week later, and the rest, they say, is history. Now I've come full circle 27 years later here on Cape Cod. In preparing for this evening's comments, I thought back to when my career really began, back in 1975. And if you'll bear with me, it was Little League. Naturally, my favorite position, shortstop. But I got cut from Babe Ruth the year later, and while I was crushed to learn that my baseball playing career was over at the age of 13, I managed to land a job as the official scorekeeper at Little League games. I rode my bike to the games, kept the book, rode my bike home, uphills both ways. Filled out a handwritten box score, and my parents drove me out to the newspaper office that night. I slid it under the door, and the box score would be printed in the next day's paper. I was paid $2 a game. I did one game a night, Monday through Thursday, 2 games on Saturday morning, and at noontime on Saturday, they give this 13-year-old kid $12 cash, and I felt like I hit the lottery. And now here I am, 35 years later, still keeping score at baseball games for what seems like $2 a game. When I got hired a year later as the PA announcer at American League baseball games at $5 a pop, I didn't know at the time, but I was well on my way to a career in athletic communications. This profession has come a long way in the 3 decades I've been in it. When I started, it was all about manual typewriters. And my first big step in technology when we came to what Jack Renauld knows is the IBM Selectric, the king of electric typewriters. I must also come clean about something. It says in my bio that I was the first caller in stat crew history. Well, that's true back in 1989, but it was more being in the right place at the right time. Mike Ranieri, founder of Stat Crew, was a Miami of Ohio graduate, and he came to us with this little contraption they called a laptop. It was actually a Tandy 1000, if anybody remembers those. I was assigned to Mike as his first caller and helped him develop the program. Well, let's just say that it's a good thing that Mike only listened to me about basketball statistics, because I told him Stat Crew would never work. Well, instead, Mike's semi-retired somewhere, and we know all what Stat Crew has become. Nice advice, Ken. It's interesting that we like to give out individual awards in team sports. Most valuable player, most outstanding player, player of the year. And appropriately, the recipients of such awards credit their teammates with contributing to their success. Well, the same is true for the Marsh Award, so please allow me to tell you about my teammates with whom I share this award. I share this award with the aforementioned trio at UNH, the late Bill Knight, Mike Bruckner, a former ECAC-SIDA president, and Brooke Merrill, then the Women's SID. I share this award with Joe Salties and Tim Tollikin at the University of Connecticut, who were also mentors to me. I share this award with the late, great Dave Young, retired SID at Miami of Ohio, who passed away just a couple of months ago, and Dick Schreider, the retired athletic director. I'm so fortunate to have known and worked with these Hall of Fame professionals and people. They truly created the Miami family. And my thoughts are with Marilyn tonight, and I am touched knowing that Dave is looking around and he's looking down on me tonight, and he's so proud of me this evening. I share this award with so many people at Plymouth State. I went there for what I thought would be a couple of years, and that was 16 years ago, so they must be doing something right. I share this award with many of my fellow SIDs and friends, particularly the Division III New England SIDs, with whom I work each and every week. These are the folks who helped me out so many times over the course of the year, and many of them deserve this award as much as I do, if not more so, and I thank you to you all. And this may sound crazy, but I want to extend a collective thank you to all of the students, the student athletes, and the student workers at the schools where I've been. They have kept me interested in this great profession, and as a single bachelor most of my career, these students have often been family to me, and I share this award with them as well. Finally, I share this award with the people who are most important to me, my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters, and all of their families. My dad nurtured my love for sports as a child, and my mom has been so supportive all along, even though she still doesn't understand why I have to work every Saturday all fall. And I credit her with teaching me so much, including how to write, by making me write thank you notes as a child for all the Christmas and birthday presents I received. Mom, stand up and be recognized. No, Mom, I said stand up. Come on. I remember 3 years ago when I stood at this microphone as this organization's president, and I did say that this banquet was better than Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, and the 4th of July. Tonight, it has been better than all of those put together. There is no better reward than to be recognized with a prestigious award from your friends and peers, and I could not be more honored to stand tall and receive this award this evening. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much, and good evening.